Yes. Here we are again for another round of Caribbean feedback. Good evening, lady and gentlemen.
Greetings.
How you all doing today? Wait a minute. The classroom kind of scanty this evening.
Yeah.
There's some that are playing hooky. They're playing hooky.
Yeah,
and they're gonna try to sneak in. See one trying to sneak in here?
Yeah, one sneaking.
There he is. Trying to sneak in.
I was late. I was late. I apologize, Mr. Headmaster.
We understand, sir. You're probably sitting there wanting to see if your present government will retain power and keep America great.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. You know, I need to get you back up here to Tampa.
No, sir. No, sir. Spend 4 days in downtown Tampa and see one black man. I know I'm good. I felt a bit out of place. You know, I felt a tad bit out of place. You know,
well, you're in Trump country or Republican country? Which one?
Isn't that the same thing?
No,
not where I live. Not where I live.
Let me tell you something. If Republicans are running from Trump,
that's a selected few who have a little common sense to realize that
if the Republicans are running from Trump, something wrong.
I don't know if you all remember after GW left office, and then some other politicians that were running, and he said, "Well, I can come out there and support you." They were like, "No, it's all right. It's all right."
Oh, that was latecomer. Woo!
That was who was that? That was George Bush.
Woo! Yeah. She's trying to sneak in. Yo.
George.
Let there be light, and there was.
Yes. Dr. Barnes, how you doing, darling? How you doing?
I'm fine, everybody. How are you?
Why they like to jam you?
Where the light there? Where the light there?
Every time you come on the show, they're jamming you, man.
Why you won't just put a portable light in front of you?
Listen to me. Me not going upstairs to bring nothing downstairs.
Oh gosh, how heavy could that one little beanie desk like be?
Okay, Judith, just smile. Let me see.
Listen to me. No, left me alone.
Just smile and brighten up the room.
Check if it kuno mono. Stop it.
You know a Jamaican woman says to you, listen to me. Or even worse, let me tell you something, boy.
Good night, Lucy. Good night, Lucy.
Good night.
Good night, hello.
So wait, hold on. When a Jamaican woman say, "Listen to me,"
a little bit better.
What the blouse and skirt you stop with me for?
Jesus Christ!
Like, listen to me is not the when you say hold on, wait a minute, wait just a minute, and then step away. When them come back, you're dead. You're dead.
Oh, so when they say hold on, when they say
wait a minute. Me soon come.
That is when I supposed to be running.
That means
exactly.
You better run. If you don't run, you get some cut up or some shut up. I don't know what that's about.
My wife used to look at me and say, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Stay right there.
Stay right there. Hold on a minute. I got some for you.
I just stayed right there.
But you see, for the person who doesn't know, Dr. Judith, for the person who doesn't know, but for another Jamaican, you said, where's this quickest exit out of this place?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to see we have a full classroom this evening.
Yes.
Somebody seemed to be a bit sleepy coming to school today. And Mark, what is in the cup?
Nanya.
No, it's ginger tea.
Ginger tea.
Yeah, I bet.
All right, that's it.
In the cup.
I bet. Stop that.
I'm not talking to you, Samuel. I know I'm talking to you.
That's iced tea. Need a break from the election results, smiles to infinity. I
Need a
can't
break
blame
from
you.
these election results.
I don't want to hear it.
I can't blame you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are once again gathered for another edition of Caribbean Feedback. On Caribbean Feedback, we come together to hold those backyard type conversations where we discuss issues that may be plaguing, maybe just simply affecting our communities, our countries, or maybe our homes or respective families. So here we are. But before we begin, please, very quickly, let us all introduce ourselves and tell the listening audience who we are and what exactly it is we do. Miss Forrester, talk to the people.
Hi, everybody. I'm Karin Forrester, represent Bantu Creations. Bantu Creations offers African-inspired, lightweight, handcrafted, one-of-a-kind earrings in amazingly beautiful styles, shapes, and colors. Back to you, sir. I'm available on Bantu Creations on IG and Bantu Creations on Facebook. It's a mental block, man. I can't help it.
To the other lady in the house, Dr. Judith, talk to the people then.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Judith Barnes.
Oh gosh, no! Don't do it. Don't do
it. Want
it.
to be speaky spooky?
Don't do it.
I would like to tell you what I do. Not much of anything if I can help it. I'm a mental health. Listen, let me be serious. I'm a mental health therapist for over 30 years, and I'm only 35. I'm a writer. I have published a few books, and I'm also a painter. And I'm a mother of one son, and I'm just an all-around busy person. And I said I paint. I said that already. I'm sorry.
All right.
You're all right? All right, okay. Mr. Mark Chase, the money man.
Yes, Mark Chase. Chase Audit Services. My newest company, Gaia Rap LLC. We are handling audits in both North and South America.
Okay.
As of tomorrow, we are expanding into Guyana.
We gotta clap that up, man.
Venezuela, Brazil, Colombia.
We gotta clap that up, man. We gotta clap that up.
We are now incorporated in most of South America, with the exception of Argentina, which I'm working on tomorrow. And if you're in trouble, if you have trouble with the U.S. government or any other government, please feel free, contact me.
Okay, so you'll be hearing, you will be hearing from me before the end of the night, or maybe tomorrow morning. If this if this government gets back in power, I will be contacting you, because we all have problems with the government, sir. Mr. Archer.
Greetings.
Salutations.
I bring from the highest man, the Jah Rasta. That's right, man. That's right. Greetings to my people all over the world, from north to south, east to west, and everywhere around. I am Samuel Archer from Musilog.com. I am the one and only original. All the others are imitation. I don't know why they bother to show up. I am the original, and I'm just happy to be here with you guys. You know, I actually voted today. And you know, that was a really, really good thing, you know. So hopefully you don't have to call Mark in the morning. And maybe Mark, would the government who win tonight depend on if Argentina would be available in your business dealings?
Argentina, I'm hoping tomorrow morning. I get a letter of approval to move my company and incorporate there.
Yeah, yeah. So I want to just before. Oh, by the way, tonight is episode. What is episode tonight,
You ain't
yo?
got enough fingers, boy. Put your hand down.
Where is it? 10, 5, 1, 16 people. Episode 16.
Oh, boy.
Episode
Boy,
16. That's
boy,
right.
boy,
That's
boy.
right. And before I run back to, before I give it back to Mr. Henry, we want to big up everyone in the chat room. The chat room is bubbling tonight. We have Miles to Infinity. We have Diana, Roxanne, Martin. We have Sherry-Ann Sylvester. We have Lucy O'Brien. We want to thank you guys for coming through. Please bubble up the chat and contact your friends and tell them that the best show is happening right now, and let them come on. Oh, and by the way, I'm a new author, of the book Hybrid Executive, and
Pull it up,
it's
pull it up,
available.
pull it up, put it up, put it up. Oh,
This is good.
there you
Yeah,
go.
you're
Yes.
seeing it there. The Hybrid Executive. It's available on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles and all that good stuff. Get the ebook. You know, get some knowledge for the price of breakfast. You know what I mean? $9.99 online. Some places it's under $9. It's like $8
It's
something.
where you go for breakfast.
I don't know. I don't really do breakfast like that. I mean, yeah. But oh, you mean like breakfast?
Judith sounds like she hungry.
She's gonna be eating biscuits in a minute. Watch.
No biscuit.
Back to you, Mr. Curtis.
Yes, sir. At this time, what I'd like to do, I'd like to invite those who are listening in. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, I urge you to go to YouTube and subscribe to Caribbean Feedback. Whatever input you have, whatever objections you have, whatever comments you have about the show, please put it in the comments. Let us hear what your thoughts are. This way we can improve and we can continue bringing you the topics that you would so much like to hear. So we urge you, subscribe, leave a comment, and give us a thumbs up. Visit us on YouTube at Caribbean Feedback. I am Curtis Henry, and I am the producer and host of Caribbean Chat. Caribbean Chat provides a platform where we celebrate the history and culture of Caribbean people in entertainment, the arts, politics, sports, education, and economics. And we explore the many profound contributions they have made to society. Look us up on YouTube at Caribbean Chat. That's chat with 2 T's. Caribbean Chat. Caribbean Chat. Caribbean Chat. We are chat about. Look us up, and I urge you, subscribe to the channel. Hit that little, when you play the video, a lot of people keep asking, how do I subscribe? How much does it cost to subscribe? People, there is no cost to subscribe to the channel on YouTube. You simply go to the link or go to the video, press the video, and you will see written in red and white, subscribe.
That's right.
Click on that, and the red will go away. You are now subscribed. It doesn't cost you a dime. That helps the channel to grow. When you look under the video, you will see something like this. A thumbs up and a thumbs down. Forget about this one. Give us a thumbs up. Below the video, there's a section that says comments.
Where you have to help the elderly like myself. How this thing I work? How this thing I work?
Stop it.
You go there to the comments
3 times.
One time. You go to the comments and leave a comment. Whatever it is you're thinking, even if you don't like the show, leave a comment and say, you guys need to improve. Listen,
Tell us how to improve.
Why everybody wearing glasses over there?
Mister, because we can't see properly. Oi, the glare, Father, the glare.
Leave a comment. Okay? What I am going to what I am going to attempt to do tonight, I want to involve those people in the chat room. So, Sam, when a comment pops up, I'd like for you to hold that on the screen. If someone has a question or a comment, I'd like for us to elaborate on that and bring the public, bring that audience into the conversation with us tonight, and not just have them over there screaming and shouting their opinions and we sort of letting it pass, letting it go.
We don't want to treat them like the dog pong on the Arsenio Hall show. You know, they used to just have the dog pong in the Billy corner.
Yeah, leave them on the side.
Yeah. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah. We don't want to do that.
So tonight and onward, we'd like to include you all, okay? Whether or not you're ready for this topic tonight. Because, listen, we're talking about betrayal. How many of you had friends, frenemies, friends who turned out to be enemies or were enemies all along? I call them frenemies. Let me tell you something. I believe personally, it's everyone's God-given right to dream. It could also be beneficial if you have something in your life that you can, somebody in your life that you could share your dreams and aspirations with. But however, sometimes you have to keep your dreams and plans private because the haters, they're watching, they're listening. But how you recognize a hater? Huh? My grandmother used to say, all skin teeth ain't laugh. Because it have parasites who disguise themselves as friends, who do nothing but suck onto you like a leech and drain your energy.
Mercy.
I call them dream stealers. They try to milk you for every spare dollar, every new idea you could come up with, and then use it only to benefit themselves. Then we also have the liars or liards. We refer to them. You know, the people they speak with a forked tongue. You know, sometimes uninvited, unprovoked, they choose to just fabricate a story to impress people. Sometimes sowing seeds of discontent between friends, placing wedges between family members that sometimes last a lifetime. But let me ask you people, what is your threshold? What is your breaking point that will make you say, no more? I done.
Love those two words in for Trinity. I love it. Anybody? Who first?
I'll tell a story. I had this friend for, I guess, 50 years, just about. You're from New York. And she's done a lot of silly things over the years, just a lot of foolishness. Like you said, frenemy. It's so old now, it's annoying. Anyway, I think I have this attitude that you can hurt me as much as you want, but if you're hurt, in this case, my child, especially if hasn't done you anything, he hasn't been a problem, then things change. So over the years, I saw little signs that she had issues with envy and jealousy and stuff, but I don't take on stuff like that because I figure everybody can have something. Everybody can. There's no need for jealousy and I just don't see it. I don't envy anybody because what is mine and whatever. But I saw it over the years, different ways I would see her behaving that way. So this last December, when my son was graduating from college, I had told her, she lives in Panama City, 6 hours from here, and I've been to visit her a lot. I just realized in recent times she never came to visit me. She would come into town and see me for a few minutes, but she would never visit. And I was always wanting to see her. And she came into town. I invited her. She was coming with her daughter. And she said she was coming overnight. She was going to stay in a hotel. And I thought that was odd. I said, well, the house is big. Everybody's coming here. She can come here, sleep on the floor, whatever. Anyway, she said she was staying in a hotel the Friday night. And she would come on to the graduation and then come to the party at the house afterwards. So I can't help but see people as they are. We're who we are. I see people as they are. But I try not to deal with it. So anyway, Saturday morning, the day of the graduation, I found out that Karin didn't have enough tickets for everybody to go into the main building at the university. So they had buildings around that you could go to, what do you call it? Stream it or whatever? Is that what you call it?
I think so.
Yeah. So I sent her a text and said, well, listen, you won't be able to come into the main building, but you can go into one of the other buildings. And she wrote back and said, oh, okay, well, I'll just come on to the house. I'll just, no, she said, we'll be able to meet afterwards. I said, yeah, sure, of course. If you come into the house, what kind of question is that? Anyway, shortly after that, I got another answer from her. I'm not coming. I'm headed back to Panama City. I'm just going to head back to Panama City. And I thought, huh? So I said, you're already here. Why don't you just come to the house for the party then? And she knows all my family. And my family and I have had a rift for years. They haven't been around. So she put that in the note. And that's when I said, yeah, here she goes again. In the note, she says, oh, you and your family. I thought, this little wretch. You would think she'd be happy that my family and I are getting back together and things are working out. And the way she mentioned it, oh, no, you be with your family. And we'll head back to, she was here with her daughter, supposedly. But something in my spirit said to me, that wretch was not even in Georgia. I just felt it. I said, because she's very tight with money. And she don't waste money. So I'm saying, you're going to drive 6 hours to Georgia and then go back 6 hours and pay for a hotel. And I said, nah, I just felt that she was never here. So when she said she was headed back, I said, you know what? This has gone on too long. You can do, and then she told me, please tell Tyron, please give Tyron my, whatever you call it. Tell Tyron I'm sorry or whatever. And that's when I got ticked. I said, really? I said, if you want to tell my son sorry you're not coming to his graduation, you got to tell me yourself. I'm not relaying any messages to him. And so I wrote her back and I told her, I said, you know what? You've done a lot of stupid things and a lot of vile things to me over the years, and I've let it go. I said, for every time that you listened to me on the phone and you were there for me when things were difficult, which, by the way, I think she enjoyed when I had difficult times. For all those times, I thank you for listening. I thank you for being there for me. But guess what?
Be on your way. Be on your way.
I say, whatever you have done to me, I could let it go. I said, but this young man that you knew as a baby has never done anything to you. And the fact that I said, as a matter of fact, I don't think you're in Georgia. I think that's the piece. I said, I'm sorry. That's it. I'm done. Because he has done nothing to you. And you can hurt me from here to eternity, but you can't do that to him and get away
right
with it.
Now, what you're just saying makes me give the Guyanese blank face. You just look, and you blink, and you say, "What he asked that." What he asked that? Because there's oh my goodness. Oh my good. That's
You're the loss for words?
yes.
You, sir? You, sir? Oh, you must be tired. You must be tired. You must be tired.
Listen, 50 years. And every time I try to get rid of her before, she would say, oh, but Judith, we have known each other for 50 years. But that was her way of holding on to me by reminding me, because I'm so sentimental and I'm so loving. And let me tell you something. Love her. I will always love her because that's how I feel about people. But I'm going to love her way over there, sir. I don't want her close to me.
We're good. We're good.
And the thing is that, let me tell you something. When I tell you a dangerous person, she's always, when people are happy, she's always upset. She'll call me. You said this fat woman get engaged? I said, what does it concern you? She's fat. Somebody loves her. Somebody wants to marry her, fat or not. So she has always had this envy thing with other people. But I didn't take her on because, I'm not going to go around and say, oh, I'm so special. She envies me. I don't get into that kind of stuff. But she had it all along. And she knew that if she hurt Tyron, she hurt me. And that was the ultimate. But I said to myself, you look a blouse and skirt. I got you behind this time. That was the end of her.
Blouse
Wish
and
her well.
skirt.
Don't wish her any harm, but I'm done.
So Karen, I know
Oi.
you and I often discuss the same people them with the slithering tongues. Yeah, the one them that fabricate stories. Talk to me about that.
One of my, I wouldn't even say it's beyond a pet peeve. It answers the questions. What would make me end it? People who volunteer lies. I don't ask questions of people. It's been true of a few men in my life, and it's been true of a couple of women as well. Don't volunteer a lie to me. I didn't question you about anything. Please don't lie. There is no need.
Yeah.
There is really no need. I was relaying something to someone about this guy that I ran in a club, and we knew each other in another venue. We're just acquaintances, but in the club he expressed an interest in me, and out of his mouth came, "I don't have a girlfriend." Now me with myself, I'm a bit cautious about people, so he knew who I was seeing, so I'm like, I'm not trying to do that, but when I later on to find out, oh no, he doesn't have a girlfriend, but he does have a wife.
Oh, well, not a girlfriend.
He have a
He don't
wife.
have a girlfriend, but him have a wife. I
Them
don't
never
know deal
lie.
from the me not deal from the level there. I'd brazen him up his
Wait,
nose. Me
wait,
didn't
wait,
ever.
wait. Hold on.
Karen, that's not a lie. The
No,
man didn't lie.
Bridget,
He
listen
doesn't
to
have a
me.
girlfriend.
Lies of omission are still lies. I'm so sorry. I remember something I asked him and then I never asked him one bloody thing about his personal life, his status, anything. He approached me, expressed an interest. He knew I was seeing who I was seeing at the time, and he still expressed an interest. And then come tell me about, oh, I don't have a girlfriend. And later on, like I think
Was
about a week later, find out
was
him
it
have a wife.
was
Yeah,
the
but you,
dance?
come on.
There's no defense. You can
I
try all
It
you
understand.
want.
wasn't
There's
specific.
I
no
understand the
defending
lying
that.
part. I understand the
Uh-huh.
lying part, but
Uh-huh.
I can't saddle horse with you on this one. The
You
man
not
did
fi
not
saddle
lie
no
to you.
horse. Me not ride no horse.
The man tell you straight up, I don't have a girlfriend. End the story. Well,
Me
Well,
not have a girlfriend,
maybe,
but me have a wife. You're
maybe.
mad.
Right,
You're mad.
okay, calm down,
No,
calm
that guy
down,
needs you too long. You're
calm
mad.
down,
I
calm
mean, I
down,
try pull into that situation.
I
calm
don't have a
down.
girlfriend. I
I
don't
don't.
have
okay,
I don't
listen.
enter in those situations.
Some men believe they should have a wife and a girlfriend.
A
Oh,
Eh.
sheriff and a deputy.
So
Stand over there, so
he
don't
probably
approach me.
hold
See you
on,
right over there.
hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you.
Go
I have
and
a que-
ask it.
How was the dancing?
It was all right. Wasn't anything special. I can dance. That wasn't a big deal. That was nothing
That's
special
it.
to me. Yes, that's it.
No,
Shoot.
Sam.
Damn,
Let me tell you something.
damn liar rich. Man. Mad.
I don't consider it lying. I was in a relationship one time with a girl, and for the duration of that relationship, I said to her that since I've been with you, I've never been to bed with another woman. That was the God honest truth.
So, but you've been in the
You've been
car, on the
dead.
floor, in the street.
In
In the
Exactly.
car,
Yeah.
on the beach,
Stop
on the
it.
floor,
Stop it.
in the
Stop
bathroom,
it.
but
Stop
never
it.
to bed.
Stop it.
I
I'm
know.
Never
done
to
with
bed.
these little playing games with the words. Nice.
Antics.
Nothing is.
No,
No.
not antics. That is the
No.
honest truth.
No.
But
We know the
betrayal,
honest and truth are two different sittings. Stop it.
but
No.
betrayal, I think I look in as far as relationships are concerned. I think if if you have somebody who like a friend of your significant other who stepped to you or something like that, then that's a clear violation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was one of my other little bullets. Yeah.
Okay, hold
I
on,
agree
hold
with
on.
that one.
Now let's find a little bridge on this, right? So
Always the
You
pacifier, right?
always
no,
Pacifist.
appease
no,
All
sex.
always the pacifist.
Judith, keep
no,
Always
quiet.
I try
no. Hold
placate.
on,
Go on. Go on.
hold on.
Go on. Go
So
on.
just let's just piece it down a little bit. Okay, the guy he lie or he's whatever he do. All right, good. He see a nice little sexy woman. He interested in the woman because men are predators, right? You have the predators, and women are the prize, right? So you're trying to get This is just nature trying to find where it's going. You know, it's like
somewhere
it's
else.
like thing in the wind moving around, and all right.
Keep moving. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, well, right.
Yeah, man.
You might say keep moving.
Wrong, smarty.
So maybe he thought to himself. He said, "Well, let me try a thing," and then you go see if it works.
I'm glad I find it funny, but me not find him sitting funny. You know, might laugh about it right now, but you're mad.
You got my daughter on the side here. I wish somebody try a thing like that.
Listen,
She right here on the side.
then when you hear say somebody get stabbed up, you look like a crazy female. Don't bring this to me. Better you put it out there. What you want, anything you want in South Florida, you can find it. Any arrangement you want, you can find it. But let the person be an informed consumer, so to speak. You understand? Don't try no little side deals and just stick something in.
I figured out there was a conversation that someone must have a radio on the side. It's no radio. It's my daughter over here. Let him try a thing.
Mad. You're mad.
She's saying that everything. I ain't saying nothing. I done for the evening.
What is Sam talking about? See, you come across like the pacifist.
Wait. Hold on. So you prefer that the guy go straight for the jugular?
Straight. Keep it straight.
Right, but not all women like.
I'm not all women. I'm speaking for myself. I'm speaking for myself.
I get you. I get you. But what I'm saying, what if the person, because he had to do a little fishing to find out, what he dealing with. So, you just throw a little situation to see how, how that go. And then you try next thing to see how it go. Because
next thing you're going to get a cut jugular. Then what now? The situation where
Sam, put down the damn shovel. Because you're digging one hell of a hole.
You're mad.
Put down the shovel, man.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something about the frenemy side now. Over the past few, let me say, since I've been in Florida, right? I have many situations here, but let me talk to you about this. I off the relationship thing, talking about friends, associates, business partners. I remember I sat down, well, I won't say sit down, but several phone conversations with a particular individual about an idea I had to do a particular show, a type of show. And he was there like, encouraging me. Hey, that's good, very good idea. And I'm hoping to recruit him to help me with the idea. Before long, the man called me back or posted something on Facebook and he said, hey, I did it. I said, you do what? The thing we was talking about? I said, wait, what thing? I said, that was my idea. He said, yeah, but I did it. So this individual took it upon himself to take my idea, materialize it in his little twisted form, showcase it to the world. Episode 1. When he come now time, people keep asking him, well, when you coming with another one? Go and lock off. The individual had the audacity to call me and say, yo, you and I need to get together. I said, for what? The man said we need to get together to discuss some ideas for the second show. I said, you must be mad. The man stole my idea, run with it, and then now when he realized that he can't go any further. You see, that was my gift. That was my inspiration that came to me. I was the person to materialize that, not him. So even though he had the basic idea of what it is to be done, he didn't have the intricate details of what it is.
Because it didn't originate with him
at all. And the man took it and run and then come back to me and tell me, come and help him do the second episode. Anybody
I need to put a microphone out here because there's more sucking of teeth and rolling of eyes right on the side of me. I have not heard this chat.
Sam, let's address the comments in the chat. There are like several.
Okay, so let me see here. So Helen, who is Miles to Infinity, says, "What is Sam talking about?" So I guess based on my
Because you went on defense.
right. I
mad.
had this predator conversation, and then now she's saying, Dr. Judith, what say
What
ye?
say ye?
So, Dr. Judith, they want you to respond. Helen would like you to respond on what you thought about the situation, and maybe about what I was talking about.
Well, listen, I'm going to tell you from the mental health part of this, okay?
Mental health.
Let me get very efficient. I think that we have to be very careful when people speak to us. And we have to be careful what they say and what we hear. We also have to be careful that what somebody says to us, not to run with it right away and to sometimes minimize what they're saying. Because sometimes people are just trying you to see what you're going to say. But in all seriousness, it's technical, but it's true. He didn't lie to you. Sorry. He didn't lie. He just told you he doesn't have a girlfriend. Now, let me tell you why I'm saying it but let me tell you why I'm saying that at Karin. Because people can mean anything. They can mean anything. But what is a very healthy thing to do is to take people exactly what they say. That's what he said. He said, I don't have a girlfriend. What you could have said to him, did I ask you whether you have a girlfriend or not? The other interesting thing is that he knew you were seeing somebody and he came at you anyway. Mm-hmm. My concern is this, and listen to me carefully. Why did it even offend you? You don't like him. You were seeing somebody else. So why did it bother you? That I have a question about that. Why did that bother you?
It bothers me. I don't view it the same way. It bothers me because, as I said, I did not approach this person. The person approached me. I didn't ask any questions. He started on a whole conversation by himself. And then he's going to insert information.
Remember what Sam said. Men are predators. So it's unlikely you would have approached. Not you anyway. I don't see the kind of woman who would approach a man. So the fact is that he approached you. That's natural for him. And you're used to being approached. As Sam said, you're an attractive woman. So you're used to being approached. The thing is that technically speaking, he did not lie to you.
I don't believe in all these little technicalities that we're talking about.
No. Listen, okay, we don't have to be technical. He did not lie. He didn't lie. Mm-hmm. I mean, let's be real. It's not that he said to you, I don't have a wife, you know. He doesn't have a girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Now, is this behavior correct? No. Is he ethically right? No. It's wrong to say that, knowing what you know, because he knows what he knows that you don't yet know. You understand what I'm saying? So that in that case, in that sense, it's wrong for him to say that. But if you're talking about literal information, let's just be serious. This is information. He doesn't have a girlfriend. You found out that he has a wife.
Dr. Judith, I am going to keep one eye on you real good. Understand?
Hey, listen.
Because you are one crafty somebody.
No, listen.
I'm going to keep, because all of my old-fashioned Guyanese tricks can't work with you.
No. Listen.
But I'm going to work on my craft.
Listen,
you understand?
I've had several men tell me that I am just as slick as they are. Okay.
Well, what Karin is saying, she was deceived, but innocently.
Okay. Listen. Therapeutically, as a mental health therapist, if you're looking for, let me put it this way: if she's not looking for anything, why is she even deceived? Seriously, I'm being
You can be easily deceased.
I'm not absolutely not interested in an analysis. I'm telling you how I felt at the time because
Well, I was
the
asked an opinion.
the
I was, my
person, the
opinion was
person
asked.
approached me. The person approached me and gave me a series of information about himself and left out. If you don't believe in lies of omission, I truly do.
Oh,
He left
I
out
understand.
pertinent information and I didn't ask him a
It was
damn
a
thing.
lie of
So
it
I
was
would
a
have
lie of
preferred if he had
omission.
turned around
Okay.
rather than approach me.
It was
Next.
Okay.
Listen,
Now,
listen,
no one is
wait
con-
a minute,
no one
wait a
is-
minute, wait a, just a minute. You said somebody asked me to tell my opinion. That's my
Yeah,
opinion.
but I'm saying I'm not interested in the analysis. I'm not. I'm
Karen,
telling you how I felt.
Karen,
I'm not interested in the
I-
analysis.
Okay.
The person on the chat wanted your viewpoint on
Right,
it. I still
right.
have mine. I still have mine. And I stick to it because
Listen,
I
am
experienced
going
it
to
and I
listen,
felt
listen.
deceived.
I
listen,
am
this
going
is
to
not a
say right
personal,
now that Dr.
this is
Judith
not a
is going to be
personal
my
attack
next
on you.
ex-wife.
It's not a personal attack.
I
This is
don't
not
I
a
don't
personal
suggest
attack.
I don't suggest I'm
I
not
gonna have
suggesting it
I
is.
coming to
I'm
marry
not
you in
suggesting.
Georgia.
We are not.
Listen,
I'm not suggesting it is. I'm telling you how I felt. I am
communication.
telling you
But you have a
I
right to that. I'm not saying no.
but right. So I would like to still be able to say in that moment, in that situation, I felt he was extremely deceptive. There was nothing good about his intentions in leaving out the fact that he was married. And lies of
I,
omission are still lies.
listen to me. There are lies of commission and omission. It's even a biblical concept. What I'm saying is this: the guy was not right to have done what I said. Ethically, he was wrong. Ethically, he was wrong. But maybe I'm being too technical about it. But what I'm saying to you is, and I will say it again: what we expect makes a determination how we respond. I don't understand, and I'm being very serious about it. I don't. Let me take it off of you. If that happened to me, and I found out that he was married, I said to myself, "Why you come and tell me that you have a girlfriend, you have a wife?" But that's me. Okay, that's me. What I'm saying, and I do mean when I say technically, it is a lie in the sense that he knows the truth about himself. But if you want to do plain semantics, if you want to go in words, he does not have a girlfriend. He has a wife. Now that sounds very, how could she say it's the truth? That is the truth. He doesn't have a girlfriend, but his ethical standards are bad. It's wrong, and that I can and I agree with you. He by omission he's lying, but still I'm going on, and I'm telling you, in a court of law, that's exactly what I would say to you. What I'm saying to you.
Okay, moving on.
I just found my new ex-wife, Dr. Judith. I'm coming up to Georgia. I gonna try and marry you. I got a posse of kids, and I gonna do you right.
It's
That's
hot
I ain't
loads.
say you one lie yet.
So let me throw my thing in because I'm looking at the clock here. Let me throw my thing in real
Yeah,
quick.
you're looking at the clock? You sure? It's 45 minutes in.
That's right. That's right. So Helen said that man lied. Okay, the man lied.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a why he's shaking his head no? Or the man didn't lie? Okay, good.
Okay. Let's agree to disagree.
And then
We have a lot of topics that we haven't even touched on.
Helen said Dr. Judith got game. All right. Okay, so now based on our topic, the topic says betrayal.
Right.
And then the tagline says
what would make you end a valued relationship?
Right. So
that in that situation was not, but I'm not suggesting that.
I understand. So
that was just like a little loose reference.
So someone did something to me, and of course I didn't look at it for what was happening on the surface. I looked at it for what was happening underneath the surface.
Understood.
So I didn't cut them off. And if I see them today, we still would be good, and I'll just keep it moving. I'm kind of one of those people where, I will give you plenty rope if that is the direction you want to go. I will just give you lots of rope. And when I guess I was like, you're good? So I had this a former love interest. Let me say it that way. That's a good way to put it, right? A former love interest.
Tippy toe. Go ahead.
And so I relocated here. You know, of course, the relationship wasn't happening anymore. But I relocated to the States. So we're talking about like the 80s. And they ended up sending me a letter. And the letter was basically saying, you know, hey, what you doing? Just so and so and so and so is the case, da da da. You know, and it was somebody that I cared about as well. So they said in the letter that they needed some money to do in a nursing assisting course that was being offered in Trinidad. So I they needed about, I know, $80 or something like that, 80 or $90. And I was like, yeah, we could do that. So, you know, the couple of days I go into the post office, buy a money order, and I ship it down and so on. I forget about that. So of course, I bunks up. We had a mutual friend. This is months later, and the mutual friend was in Trinidad, and they came up here, and we were just talking, chilling out, and you know, so I said, hey, you know, so and so said to me they were doing some nursing assistant program. So the person started to laugh. They said, oh, because I see the boyfriend, he buys some tires and there was groceries and bills was being paid. And so you know, I kind of, you know, when I heard it, I was like, oh, okay, this is, you know, but it wasn't like, you know, I knew the person. Now, according to Karin, they didn't have to go that route.
No.
They could have just said, hey,
Right.
chuck me a little,
Right.
you know, chuck me a little.
Right.
And I could do it. But when you go to the thing where you say, yeah, no, I'm doing a nursing assistant course. And, you know, so now later on, I have to hear from a mutual person that, oh, well, you know, it was just, you know, they needed some money to do some other things. Mm-hmm. Because I am thinking, all right, well, this person is trying to improve themselves, and they didn't have to prove that to me. You know, but at the same time, I kind of understand why they did it. So it's not like I got to cut them off or, you know, end the relationship over that, because
but she misled you. She misled you because she knew you had interest in her. She's a teen.
He said you got scammed.
I'm gonna interject here, because you see, all this right here up here, it wasn't that way not so long ago. It was not that way.
Who did that?
I had a young lady I ended a relationship with.
Young lady.
Yes, it was a young lady, a tad bit younger than I. And I said, you know,
that means 25 years.
You my next ex-wife, so I don't hear nothing from you over there. You understand?
Lyrics.
I wrote all the checks needed to be written, took care of children that wasn't mine, and off we go.
What?
You're a nice guy, man.
If you got it, use it.
Flaunt it.
Next thing I know, I got the police at my house telling me what I gonna do, and they need to search my house. They gonna arrest me because I'm not taking care of children that aren't mine.
I'm sorry.
And they're gonna take my own daughter out the house.
What?
And she's standing at the door. I said, you know what, you're mad. You're mad. You're mad. I'm gonna tell you what saved me, what saved my life, is that one of the policemen that came there was a West Indian. He said, "Easy, man, easy, easy." I said, "No, I'm not easy. You get your ass out of my house and take she little boyfriend that's a police officer and she and all it before I shoot everybody in here."
What?
And the police, oh, you're not the only one. He didn't have a legal right to be there. And you're not the only one with a gun. I say, I'm the only one with a gun that's gonna pull it because you're in my doorway. That woman stand there, look at me like she had every right to do that.
That's
Entitlement.
Entitlement. Now,
That sounds like a movie.
at that point, I understood something. When someone shows you who they are,
Believe them.
Believe them.
Believe
Okay, can
them.
I touch on something? Because I see that time going by. Let me just touch on one thing that's fairly important to me. The one-sided friendship. That friend who you are there, you are providing all types of help emotionally, whatever else that they need. And when you are in the time of greatest need, let me personalize it. I ended an 18-year friendship, my best friend, because it was repeated situations where I'm there for you. I'm traveling all over the damn place like I'm a globetrotter trying to get to you whenever you need anything. And when I was in the greatest deal of pain and you knew it and I needed you, I got excuses. And I was like, you know what? I done. I love the Trinity. I done. 18 years I was willing. I'm done.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. That type of betrayal of that contract that you create as friends or as lovers or whatever. That type of situation.
But you know what I've learned, Karen and guys, what I've learned and I continue to learn, when we have a relationship of any type, we never speak about what we're going to do for each other, how we're going to treat each other. And we start like a listener, viewer just said about Mark. He said, you spoiled her. The thing is that it's natural for me to give. So what I attract takers. And so whatever it is that your personality has to share with somebody, people can read you, just like how you can read people. And people can come into friendship with you just because they know who you are. And if you're kind, they say, oh, Karin is nice. She'll be there for you. And you're thinking because you're friends, it means that they'll do the same thing until a crisis arises. And then you realize that, oh, so it's me alone was carrying this. So what I've learned to do with people is that I take them as they come. And one of the mistakes that I've seen men do it, and I've seen men more. Well, I met a guy once, he told me, I have my own business. I'll take you out to dinner and to the movies. And I looked at him, I said to myself, did I ask you to go anywhere? But let me tell you the mistake he made. He told me right away he had a business that was to impress me. And I thought to myself, this is how you guys get hurt. You start selling yourself. You don't know what this woman's agenda is. Now, suppose that was a banker.
My first statement to anybody is, I don't have $2 over lunch money. That is my first statement. Karin can tell you that. What do you do, Mom? Man, I don't have $2 over lunch money.
But that's actually is either people should say nothing or say something like that. Because once the personality, people can read you. And once somebody, they know what they want. And they will tell you just enough for you to get interested in giving them what they want. And I don't know why people are not more discerning. Why we can't see people as they come to us, especially men. I don't know what it is. Because I see people, especially when they don't want me to see them. I see them. So whatever relationship we're in, my biggest advice to anybody: learn to read people, learn to watch people. Don't say much to them. So I used to tell people a lot about myself in the beginning. I stopped doing it. It doesn't work. You have to find out about me.
Exactly, Judith. Exactly what you said just now, Mark. When people show you who they are, believe them. Sometimes we betray ourselves and thinking that other people betray us because we tend, as men especially, not to look. I personally believe we are like three-dimensional beings.
Right.
And men sometimes tend to look on one dimension.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, she's sexy. And you don't look beyond that.
Yeah.
And then you get your, what's who's the guy? Percy Sledge? When a man loves a woman.
Loves a woman.
She can't do no wrong. You get caught up in this butterfly stage and thinking that you're so much in love and you don't really know the person. And when the real person starts to come out, sometimes we turn the blind eye to it. And then when the real nastiness starts to come out, you want to know, well, why did this person switch up on me? They never switched.
They never
You
switched.
turned a blind eye in the beginning as to who that person truly was, who they truly were. And sometimes we betray ourselves in situations and then turn around and do this.
Listen, man, you went back to my time. So I'm gonna name another song for you. It's a thin line between love and hate.
Lord.
All right. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, baby. I'm just getting in. Let me take off your coat. Let me take your hat. All right. It's a thin line between love and hate.
Yeah, because we set ourselves up for disappointments. We said we don't listen. We do not listen. You get, to me, I always say love is two people looking outward in the same direction. Not love is a verb. It's a doing, it's a telling word. It's giving, not expecting anything in return.
Right.
Doing for people, not that giddy feeling you get looking in somebody's eyes and, oh, I love you. And that funny feeling in your stomach. You know, just the other day, hold on. Just the other day, I went to the supermarket. I saw this beautiful woman. I turned around and I looked at her. I felt that feeling in my stomach, and then, okay, no, that was gas. All right.
But Curtis, you know what is interesting? That we're allowed to have those giddy feelings, but still see people as they are. And you can do both. I mean, it took me a long time to realize that, but we can do both. But people become, this fella that I was dating here in Georgia for a short time, I don't know if I was dating him, whatever. We went out to breakfast one morning, and he sat on one side of the table and I was on the other side. And it's almost like his whole attitude is like he was getting ready to perform. That's how I felt. And he sat there and he's like, and he's smiling, and I'm saying to myself, okay, this guy's up to something. So I said to him, I said, listen, I gotta tell you something. I said, you see all those compliments that you paid to me? He said, yeah. I said, it's nice. I said, but you don't have to do it all the time. And he said, what do you mean? So I can never compliment you? I said, no. You always have to compliment me. But you can't compliment me to manipulate me. Because that's what he was doing. Mm-hmm. He used to text all the time. Very rarely would he call. Now he was being deceptive. So I said, why don't you call? Why is it that you only text? So he was playing games. He was texting other women too. But I was able to call him because, hey, listen, I can't lose what I don't have. So I called him on it real quick. The first time we went out, this is what I said to him. We were talking. He's a couple years younger than I am. We were talking, and I said to him, I cannot, at this stage of my life.
He was younger than you?
A couple years.
She jumped in the cradle.
No, I'm in the womb. Listen, we're sitting there now. This is big people conversation about Judith. Listen, if this is big people conversation. So we were talking about relationships, and so I said, something, at this stage of my life, and with the choices that I have made, and I want to live a certain way, I cannot imagine myself throwing my legs up in bed on a Saturday night and going to church Sunday morning. Amen. Hallelujah. I can't imagine that. That's not me. That's the first time he went out. He looked at me and said, "Oh, isn't it wonderful that we're grown and we can just say what we have to say?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Let's see all Dr. Judith got game." Anyway, when I said that, why did I say that? Because I want things to be clear. Don't play with me. I'm not going to play with you. Let's just start out clean. Because this foolishness, this back and forth stuff, I am not good at it. I would rather we just start out clean. So anyway, as time went on, I knew that he cared for me. I knew that he liked me. But I also knew that if he could get away playing with me, if I'd let him, he would do it. I'm not into playing. So finally I said, let's just be friends. Let's put aside this romantic stuff. Now I realize that as a man, he'll prefer to be the one to tell me, let's just be friends. This makes sense to you guys? If he had said to me, let's just be friends, it'd be fine. But me as a woman saying that to him, that was just too much for him. You know what that man takes me back and said? "Oh, I don't think you're over me enough for us to be just friends." I did this with the phone. I said,
no, everybody excuse me 1 minute, Dr. Judith. I'm not going to play you that way. All right, let me tell you straight up. All right, rub the road style. I come in to see you. You understand? I come in to see you.
That sounds like confidence.
All right.
I come in to see you. If I have to ride a horse, I come in to see you.
Let me just step in a little bit on something else I wanted to touch on. The cheating that people do after they claim they're in an exclusive relationship with someone.
Wow.
That for me is also a break point for the most part. Not that it can't be talked about, but for me, it's, you get to a point that you decide.
That's serious stuff.
Well, I mean, when you're in an exclusive, I mean,
both parties agreed that okay, it's just you and me. And then at some point, without any discussion as to any issues, that sometimes there's no real issue anyway. The person just steps out, and that's a break point for me. I just think that
that's not even nice. That's anyway. It's not healthy. It's not right. That's just, if you're not gonna be in it all the way, people should not even bother saying those things.
So, but hold on. What I wanted to interject real briefly here. So, you know what? I just saw there's a comment here from Miles to Infinity. Dr. Judith, are you giving online classes? I'm just saying. So,
tell I'm working on it.
You work okay, but what I wanted to find out, right, is some people, depending on the age of the persons or the maturity of the person, some people prefer to have their representative in the beginning of a relationship, right?
Say what now?
In the beginning.
What do you mean their representative?
Well,
the real person don't show up. The real person don't show up.
Right.
The real person.
You got 6 months to try to be shady. I'll capture you long before that. Yeah, 6 months.
Wait, no. But I understand.
Months.
I understand where you're coming from. I'm not talking about that. We're not talking,
what are you talking about?
Cutting through. Some people will, in the beginning, meet somebody, testing the waters with this person. Mm-hmm. You are meeting their representative. You're not meeting them.
It's true.
So, but what I'm saying now, based on the encounter you had, Dr. Judith, how far into the link? Because maybe you met the representative and you judged him on the representative, opposed to, okay, did you really get to know him before going down the road? That's just my question. How was it? What did you guys pass the representative stage?
Samuel Archer.
Listen, because what you're saying is real, because people do come with their representative. People do that. And because that is real, I understand the question. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
I don't have a representative. Okay. I never have. I never have.
Okay.
I just never have. I've been this way since I was a child. What you see, like I tell you, I don't wear makeup. I don't. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm just the same person. I don't carry any representative. So what I'm saying is that but I do understand it happens. This guy had a representative. He did. And what I did for quite a while is I tried to give him a way out, not a way out. I tried to be patient and not make him feel like, I was being too hurried and like judging him. But what I didn't like is that he started thinking he was slick. That's when I got, somebody said that I got game. That's when I was like, no. See, we can be cool, but if you start thinking you're playing with me, that's when we're gonna have a problem. See, I don't think Karin realized some of what she stands for, I stand for. Some of how she responds, I respond that way. I care for people a lot, and I have a lot of respect. I have a tremendous amount of respect for men. Always have. I have 6 brothers and a father that I adored. And so, but I also know that if you don't come as a woman with a sense of who you are, you can get duped, you can get wiped out in no time. And I have a strong sense of who I am. That doesn't mean that I don't bend. It doesn't mean I'm inflexible. So what I did with this gentleman, I gave him room. If he didn't, I was like, why aren't you calling me? I don't do those things. It's like I've told women when they're married, the husband leaves the house and they call him, where are you? Now he knows where he is. Why are you asking him that? And the fact is that he can tell you anything and not mean it. So I let people have room. You said it before. I let people have room so they can hang themselves. That way my hand's not on the rope. They can't check for their fingerprints. And I'm very serious about that. I will not go after people and ask them where they are, what time they're coming. I don't believe in that stuff. People must be free to come back. Now, if they don't come back, they ain't coming back. You understand? So what I'm saying is that when with this gentleman in particular, I gave him room. Because I don't believe whether it's 6 months, 6 weeks, I don't believe in standing on somebody's neck and we got to do this, we got to go here. I don't believe in that. I think it's supposed to be a partnership and you have ideas, I have that, whatever. But I gave him time to get to the real him and to get rid of the representative.
Right, because now
playing games. He was used to playing games. Because you know what he kept saying to me? I don't know what to do with you. He said, you make me nervous.
What?
That's what he said. I wasn't doing anything to him. I was just being me.
All right. Now, the reason why I asked that, now, a lot of times when I'm having these discussions, I say things to keep it interesting because, sometimes people will talk to me after the show like, so you really feel this way?
Right.
So let me put my little disclaimer there, but I like to say things to make the conversation interesting. And sometimes people get confused with it. But what I want, the reason why I ask you that is, what if when you meet someone, now again, Karen's situation was probably different. But when people meet for the first time, is representatives talking in that moment a lot of times. They're not really the real person that's giving up themselves because you want to kind of hold that back because you don't know what it is you're dealing with. He don't know what he's dealing with. She don't know what she's dealing with. So the person you're meeting is not actually... you know what I'm saying? It's sort of like a little facade just to see, all right. Wait. You're testing the waters to find out what it is you're dealing with here. So sometimes that's what's happening.
I need to go to church a little bit here, Karin. I need you. Amen on this. I don't have any representatives.
Man.
I am wretched. And I tell you, I'm wretched. I got a bunch of kids. I don't know what woman they're from. I just take them all.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm not worried. And yes, I still got a wife over there. Any other questions? I have no time to deceive. Can I get an amen, Miss Forrester?
Amen. Amen.
Okay,
Hallelujah.
so Mark, you go straight for the jugular. That's basically all you
I'm not playing. If
okay.
if I don't want a relationship with you, you're gone. You're gone. You're gone. I don't
Lord,
have time. I don't have time. Look, man, I got best 20 years left on this earth. You think I
That's
got
the
time to stay with
thing.
you?
That's the thing. You got
I
no
don't
time
have
to be wasted.
I don't have time to waste.
Mm-mm.
I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to wait. If I want to drink my ginger tea, if I want to have a cup of coffee, I ain't got time to mess with you.
The thing is that when you,
So
I think what happens, Mark, I think what happens, I only speak for myself, when you get to, it's not just age, when you get to a certain stage, because you can get old and don't know nothing. Bad language, bad English, but you can get old and just age. But when you're mature and you know who you are, you know what works for you, you know what doesn't work for you, it is pointless to go take on something or somebody that doesn't work. It doesn't make any sense. You're wasting their time and you're wasting your time. So and that's how I approach life. And it might not be palatable for everybody, but I don't lead people on. I don't tell, I remember once this guy said, and I turned him down. He said, God, I've never had anybody turn me down so nicely. I don't have to be nasty and rude to tell somebody no. But I know what I want. And I'm not talking about looks. I'm talking about even because I'm able to see people, and I mean that sincerely. That I don't play about. I have a strong sense of discernment. I can see people. People get very frustrated with me about that. And that's what that guy's problem, because he said, Judith, I don't know what to do with you. He said, I got to get some time so I can be less nervous around you. I'm not doing anything.
So let me find out. So out of the 5 of us, unless I haven't heard Curtis' point of view yet, I am not giving myself away. Out of the 5 of us, 3 of you don't. You definitely don't deal with representatives, and you have never dealt with representatives before. Okay, so I just want to.
I've met them, Sam. I've met them.
You've met the representatives.
Okay. I have, and I tend to say, "Listen, what you're doing is not working." Let's just get in the truck.
And you said this in the first sitting.
Well, pretty close.
Okay, all right.
There's nothing wrong with being upfront and letting people know what you want and what you expect and what you won't tolerate. There's nothing wrong with that.
Not a thing.
Okay.
Let me tell you all something. When I reveal who I am, let's talking about talents. If I tell somebody I'm a poet, oh, okay, so all that stuff you were saying was BS anyway, because you're a poet, you have a way with words. I could be speaking the truth. But once they know that I'm a performer, once they know that I'm a poet, everything appear like lies. Oh, you have sugar in your mouth. You have a lot of sugar in that tongue. Oh, you probably say this to all the women. And then they believe nothing that comes out of my mouth because of what it is I do or who it is I am professionally. So you can't win for losing. Sometimes I have to ask myself, is it best I had lied? Because the truth sometimes let you down. People say they need the truth. People say they want to hear the truth. But as in your words, Sam, sometimes maybe they want that representative, because when you reveal the truth to them, they sometimes don't even believe that. So what are you supposed to do?
Some people want representatives because they are non-committal. They're non-committal. They're afraid of intimacy, and they really don't want to connect. Some people are that way. They prefer the representative. The representative is more exciting. It's more interesting. There are people who just prefer that, and that's a fact. Because I don't have one.
Everybody here is very well read, and I'm going to mention Benjamin Disraeli.
Okay.
All right. Who said there are lies, there are damn lies, and then there are statistics.
Oh Lord.
So we all look at someone and we put a number value on them. Well, they're about 70% right, or 60% right, or I caught this one perhaps misstatement. And perhaps it's not. Perhaps it is a misstatement. So we're all playing the statistical game. And that's why we get deceived.
Okay.
Lies, damn lies, and statistics. We all play that game. We all play that game. We don't know whether it's a representative or it's not. We don't know whether someone's had one hell of a life that you just couldn't believe. You know, the man who got me through an Ivy League school, his name was Paul. He was a bum, and he had graduated from Yale. Who would believe it if he said it? People show you who they are, though, and you have to believe them.
Yeah.
You have to believe them. And
right.
You know, Karin really pointed that out. You know, she's talking to this guy. He showed her who he was. And guess what? She believed him. Carry your ass on. You know, keep it moving.
Have you guys ever seen a lion play with a prey?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
on TV.
Yes.
So okay. So the lion could kill the prey in one strike.
Anytime.
Anytime. So why is the lion playing with the prey?
It's fun.
He give you a chance to run.
To try to run.
To try and run. Knowing that you cannot get away, but he gives you the option.
Yeah.
He gives you the option. Try.
People like to
Try
play
and get
because
away
it's
if you can.
non-committal. I think people like to play because they don't have to be committed. And not everybody wants to play.
Gentlemen, ladies, that particular opening comment by Karin tonight took this conversation in a whole direction that we could spend 2 hours talking about this. Relationships, facades, representatives, as Sam said. Not so much on betrayal, because she didn't get into anything to be betrayed. There's so much more left on the topic of betrayal, so much more left on the topic of lies, opening lies, two faces, masks that people wear, that we can discuss.
Did you say opening lies?
Yeah, opening lies that people tell. So much more that we can discuss. However, that clock on the wall says it's time for us to get out of here. I know we can go on all night on this, but let me get some closing remarks on this. Whether you want to talk about the relationship thing or you want to talk about betrayal, I don't think anybody could betray us before the fact. Only if we fall for the stuff, then and the lies reveal themselves, then we can consider ourselves being betrayed. So let us get your closing arguments on this. Let's start with, since you started it off, you lit the fire, Karin, you lit the fuse. Put it out.
I don't have any closing conversation because it didn't take any structure. This representative thing and stuff, I hear everything that everybody is saying. I was going in a totally different direction as far as where things that I have felt strongly about over the years is things like having a lover, feeling I'm in an exclusive relationship and having a lover, maybe approaching a family member or something like that. Those are things that I would end the relationship over. Someone trying to intentionally harm me, and I'm aware of the intentionality of it, I would end the relationship over that. Um, there are just certain things that I've taken a stance on. One thing that Dr. Judith mentioned that I also had a bulletin, had shared on my bulletin was that somebody who tries to harm someone that I love. Those are just breaking points for me. I just have certain things that I feel very strongly about. I don't need validation from anyone else about it. This is how I feel. I've lived the life. I know what I value and what I don't. And if I don't value someone being deceptive, saying one thing, meaning something else, saying one thing, doing something else. So I take a stance on certain issues in my life. That's my closing.
Mr. Mark Chase.
It's very well said. Deception and lies are what they are. It's what it does to you, which I think was Karin's closing statement. It's what it does to you. I spoke my story. Someone's gonna put me in jail for nothing. Try to get me to react to foolishness and lock me up for it. Somebody tells you who they are, believe them. Believe them. And I can't say that I've ever been deceived. I can say I've been blind. I can say that. I can say I felt what was fair and right to me. I'm going to take care of these things. I'm going to do these things. I am going to be this person because this is who I am. And I was blind to who the other person was. That's my closing statement.
Everything all right?
Dr. Judith, sorry, I was muted.
I didn't hear. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I was muted, sorry.
Oh, okay. I think my closing statement would be that I am very aware that I can only be responsible for what I do. I have learned that I can listen to people and I can have affection for people and I can have respect for them and I can see people exactly as they are. I don't switch and become something to fit in with them or work. I am going to be who I am. I've been this way for a long time. I have certain standards that I live by. I don't, because I have very strong intuitiveness and discernment, it doesn't take me long to realize people are messing with me. So for me, no matter what somebody does to me, I am going to be me, which usually means that I can't stay around them. If people are doing certain things, whether it's being deceitful, betraying, like I said, that young lady I was friendly with for so long, she did a lot of deceitful things, but I have to look back and ask myself, why did I tolerate it? Because sometimes when things happen to me, I can only speak for me, I ask myself, what was my part in it? What did I do? Why did I tolerate it for so long? What was in it for me? Why I dealt with it? But the bottom line for me is that I pray that I'm always going to be honest with people and direct with them. But I can't make anybody direct and honest with me. But if I find out that they're not being direct and honest with me, I have to let them go. Because it's too much work. It's too much work to be around people who are diametrically opposed to your way of life, your very thought patterns. I've been badly hurt because I thought if I stayed long enough, it would rub off or things. It doesn't. People are going to be who they want to be. And that means I am free to be who I want to be, even if they have to leave. TD Jake says, I've learned that, he said, I've learned the gift of goodbye. I've learned how to say goodbye to people and love a lot of people over there.
Mr. Hatcher, take us home.
Take us home. Yes, this was a very interesting topic. I like the different dimensions of how we discussed it tonight, and I think everyone had something that there's a lot of takeaway here. A lot of takeaway. The time went. Funny how time flies when you're having fun. But this was good. This was good. And in the chat, I liked how the chat responded. Shout out to everyone in the chat room. Thank you. And please make it a habit to, we're still here Tuesday evenings, 9:30. Let's make it a great hangout. And, sometimes you may choose to end a valued relationship, or sometimes you may choose to see, all right, was this a fluke? Maybe is there another chance this person might deserve because it's valued, or maybe the value has run out. So sometimes that choice comes back to as Mark said, what did it do to you? What did that situation do to you? Is it something that you can, all right, let's look beyond this, or we might have to just slice this out. So that's my takeaway on this. So we need to be analytic, but great convo. I think we got an award-winning episode tonight. Yeah. Oh, I need to learn how to point on this thing here. Yeah. To you, Mr. Curtis.
Yes, I personally believe that we have to stop allowing family members, first of all, or people in general who do very little or sometimes nothing at all for us, physically, financially, emotionally. I think we have to stop them from renting personal space in our heads.
True that.
Or in our lives. We need to learn how to, I think Judith said it earlier, we need to learn how to say no. And we should have no fear in realizing that the word no is a sentence within itself. It doesn't need any explanation. No. You don't have to explain to somebody why you tell them no. We need to learn to use that word to empower us. Because some people will use you and continue using you and continue using you until you break. And then they will look at you and say, well, you could have always said no.
Yep.
So we need to learn that word. We also, Judith said it again just now, we also need to learn how to say bye. Bye-bye. And dismiss them from our lives. I alluded to this some couple of weeks ago, talking about, I'm mixing up things here. This wasn't on Toastmasters. When we hold on to people in our lives, thinking that somehow they will change or they will once again be of some type of value to us. And we hang on, and it's like you're holding on to a rope and it's cutting through your hand, and you hold on long enough, and before you know it, you chop your fingers off. So I think sometimes it's best when you let go. Learn to say no, learn to say bye, dismiss these people from your lives, and trust me when I tell you, it's better for your overall sanity. Samuel Archer, Dr. Judith, Karin, Forrester, Mark Chase. Once again, thank you for all for joining us on our platform. This all belongs to us. I'd like...
Shout out to Mr. Souden.
Excuse me. I would like for you all, once again, I didn't know how to put this information in the chat for the listening audience, but as far as Bantu Creation, someone asked for the information, and if you look under Karin, it's written there BANTU. Creations is spelled with a K, KREATIONS, Bantu Creations. You can find her on IG. You can find her on Facebook. Bantu Creations, BANTU KREATIONS _ on IG and Bantu Creations on Facebook. Feel free, the holiday season is coming up, and it's time now to put in your orders for your gifts,
right.
whether it's for your sister, for your girlfriend that you don't have, for your wife. It's time to put in orders right now. Bantu Creations. Ladies and gentlemen, something you wanted to
Huh?
Something you wanted to say. You wanted to interject something?
No.
I actually
Okay, so
think it's, something you said, which was, I think, very telling. If someone or something is toxic to you, regardless of what was said or what was done,
or what was promised.
Yeah. Poison. You understand? Poison. You're deaded.
All right.
If it's toxic to you, don't drink it. Don't drink it. Okay? Madman in the madhouse. That's why. He just keep drinking poison and he gone to the madhouse. Okay?
That's right.
Very simple.
Ladies and gentlemen, learn how to say no. And learn how to stop betraying yourselves.
Amen.
Half of the time, it's not the other people. It's us. It's us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all go out there and I hope your party win tonight. Like Marshall, the party done.
Party done.
Mr. Henry, you said I should show you the paintings.
Yes, at the beginning. But anyway,
well, you didn't tell me. No, you didn't tell me.
When I introduce you and I say who you are and what you do, you never tell people say you paint?
Oh, blouse and skirt, forget it.
Oh, so what are you painting them there? Bring it, come. You see the miserable child in the class. Okay, she back. Okay.
Shut up. Can you see this?
Put it straight up.
Tilt the top towards the camera. Tilt the top towards the camera.
Oh.
Yes, there you go. Okay, pull back a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of Miss Barnes, one of Dr. Judith's creations. As she said, she's a painter. This is on canvas. Is it what type of paint, Judith?
Acrylic.
Acrylic on canvas. And what's the title of this piece?
I didn't give it a title. But it's cherry blossom. It's flowered cherry blossom.
It's untitled.
Cherry blossom.
Let me show you another one.
Yes, bring it on, man. We need to do a
and this one is called?
It's father and son. They're fishing.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I'll show you the last one for tonight. I did this on Sunday.
You did that on Sunday?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Okay.
And what is it? A yellow what? What's it called?
A yellow chest.
It's a bird.
Yellow chest, red tail.
One bird.
Yeah, yellow chest, red tail.
It's a bird on a tree limb.
Just a bird.
Just a bird.
Okay. Thank you, Judith, for sharing your artwork with us. Thank you for having the courage to step forward.
And I'm on ST and Facebook. My paintings are on ST and Facebook.
Is it ST or Etsy?
Oh, maybe you said it right. Maybe you said it the correct way. Say it again.
Etsy, ETSY.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Okay, Etsy.
That's
Okay.
it.
All right, people. Thank you all, and look forward to meeting with you all next week. Happy election for the rest of the night. I wouldn't
Oh,
be staying up
stop
watching
it.
it. I'll read about it in the morning.
Yeah, me too.